I'm inviting you into the most sacred part of my life, the day my world went silent, and how God began to whisper hope into the silence. This is my son's story and mine. Now, if you've ever walked through loss and questioned God or longed for a sign that your loved one is still near, then this video is for you. On September 28th, 2024, my heart stopped. My only son, Logan, 32 years old, a father, a beautiful soul, suddenly fell ill and took his last breath on this earth. I still remember the beep of the hospital machines, the sterile white walls of the ICU, and the way his hand felt in mine when I knew he was leaving. The silence after someone you love dies is deafening. I wasn't just grieving, I was hollow. The refrigerator still hummed, the world outside still moved, but everything inside me was shattered. I walked into Logan's house a few days later and just sat there, just breathing in his smell, staring at his shoes by the door. Even the snack wrappers he left behind felt sacred. I remember asking God, why me? Why my son? And I didn't get an answer. At least, not the one I wanted. But I believe now, he answered in whispers. The first sign came quietly. I was in Logan's house, and out of nowhere, I felt his arms wrap around me. It was like Logan was giving me a hug and saying, "I'm still here, Mama." Then came so many other signs. White feathers in places they shouldn't be. In my truck, on the floor where Bryden would stand and where he would sleep. And an angel in a painting at the hospital. And then a tall man who called himself Dr. Mordecai entered the ICU room in green scrubs, no name tag. But the words he said were gentle and calming. Only me, Lisa, and the hospital chaplain saw him, though. None of the other doctors even acknowledged him. He showed up twice, and that was it. Those moments didn't make sense logically, but my heart knew. God was giving me glimpses of heaven, and Logan was speaking through the veil. I had a choice, either stay shattered or lean into the one who never let me go. I chose faith, not the kind that makes everything feel better overnight, but the kind that holds you when you can't hold yourself. My faith changed. It grew deeper and wider. No longer just church on Sundays. It became the air I breathed, the way I saw things, the way I trusted. Logan was still with me. The way I believed in miracles, even after death changed. I started writing again. I started praying differently. And step by step, I began living again. Not without pain, but with purpose. I don't see myself as a victim anymore. I see myself as a guide. Because if my story, Logan's story, can help just one person know that they're not alone, then I'll keep telling it. We all grieve differently, but we all ask the same questions. Where did they go? Is my son okay? Will I ever be okay again? I may not have every answer, but I do know this. Logan is more alive now than ever, and he's with Jesus. And one day, I'll see him again. If you're in the valley of grief right now, please hear me. You're not crazy for seeing signs, and you're not weak for falling apart, and you're not alone. Ask God to show you your own signs. Keep your heart open. Write down what you feel. Because sometimes heaven speaks in whispers, and love, well, it never dies. Scripture says in Psalms 34:18, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Logan's story didn't end in that hospital room. It's living through me and through Bryden, and now it lives on in you too. If Logan's story touched your heart, I'd be honored if you left a comment. Tell me about your loved one, or just say, "Me too." Because in this space, we grieve together, we heal together, and we believe together. I'm Angela Frazier. I'm carrying Logan's light with me as I walk through the valley and speak of the God who never let me go. Love still speaks, and heaven still sees you. Get your free devotional journal, Beauty in the Valley, inspired by Logan's journey at the link below. Subscribe for more videos on healing, faith, and Logan's legacy. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram for daily encouragement. And share your story in the comments so we can all heal together. If this touched your heart, pass it on to someone searching for a little light today. With love always, Angela and Logan. Bye.